Hi guys, please subscribe and click on the notification bell, like, comment and share. Today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this structured drape using boning. It can be used in so many creative ways to adorn your dress, so stay tuned. So guys, you're going to be making use of boning. You could either use sewable Reggiline boning or non-sewable boning. You're also going to be needing fabric and another fabric to face the fabric. Then your fabric can be as wide as you desire, and then the height too as you desire. Okay, this is just for example. You're also going to be cutting peplum stay for just one of the fabric. Okay, so this is the shiny part. The shiny part is going to be facing the wrong side of the fabric, just like I am doing right now. So the next thing is I'm going to chalk out 1/2 inch seam allowance at the top and at the bottom. So pay attention guys, I have 4 lines here. I'll tell you what they mean. This is 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then the next line after this 1/2 inch seam allowance is the width of my boning, okay, plus ease. Same thing down here, that's 1/2 inch seam allowance and then the width of the boning. The reason for this is we're going to be creating a casing between the peplum stay and the fabric. So right now I'll take this to the sewing machine and attach the peplum stay to the fabric by sewing on all 4 lines. So I'm going to pin it down first, then sew. So here guys, I've pinned down. Watch me as I sew on each of those lines. So back stitch and then out sew. So try to stay on the line. That's why it's important for you to draw those lines so that your sewing is as precise as possible. So I'll back stitch at the end. I'll go to the second line and repeat what I have just done all the way down to the end, and I'll do the same thing for the third and fourth one. So here is it. It's going to look like this. You see 4 stitches. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the other fabric right side facing right sides. So I'm going to sew 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here. So the easiest way to do it is just flip it over and try to sew on the 1/2 inch seam allowance line at the top and at the bottom. So here I've pinned and I'm going to sew following that 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, try and sew on the stitch exactly. So it's going to look like this. Okay, now I'm going to trim the seam allowance before flipping it to the right side. So now I've trimmed the seam allowance. I'm going to flip this to the right side. I'm going to flip it. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to give this a very good press. It's beginning to take shape. So you need to press it smooth so it looks very good and presentable and, you know, professional. So now it looks like this. I'm going to prep the boning. So I'll take my scissors and cut the boning to a point and then snip out the point to make it look blunt. Then also remember the boning should not be as wide as the fabric. It should stop short. Okay, it should not be as wide as the fabric itself. So I'm going to slot the boning into the boning channel. You can see the separation between fabric and lining. You can see the separation between the peplum stay. I'm going to follow the boning channel. Okay, you can see easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll do the same thing for the other one. So you can see, okay, you can see how curvy it's beginning to look because of the boning. So I'm going to give it one last press. Okay, pressing is what makes the difference. Don't be too lazy to press. Okay, press, press, press. So it's going to look like this. You can bend it, you can spiral it. Okay, you can twist it. The longer the better. So right now you're going to cover both ends. You fold the allowance in and then top stitch to knitting it. Same thing here too. So it's going to look like this, top stitch, all neat and good. So for extra tips, you could adorn your structured drape with stones. You could use fancy buttons, you could use bead, you could use pearls, you could make use of applique from lace like this one. Just cut out the applique and then use it to adorn it. So that'll be all for now. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content.